The squirrel and the golden nut. In a bustling forest where the leaves whispered secrets to the wind, lived a young squirrel named Finley. Finley was the fastest jumper and the quickest climber, but he had a restless spirit, while the older squirrels spent their days carefully selecting and burying nuts for the winter. Finley wanted everything immediately. One morning, Finley spotted a magnificent, oversized nut hanging from the highest branch of an ancient oak tree. It was the golden nut, known to be the sweetest in the entire forest. "I must have it now," Finley cried, ignoring the elder squirrels who warned him that the stem was still green and strong. Finley scrambled up the tree, his little heart racing. He reached the branch and began to tug. He pulled and bit and scratched, but the nut wouldn't budge. In his frantic rush, Finley lost his footing. Slide, zip, thud. He tumbled through the branches and landed in a pile of prickly burrs. As he picked the stickers out of his fur, he watched a patient wood mouse nearby. The mouse was waiting for seeds to fall naturally from a sunflower. "Why don't you just climb up and grab them?" Finley grumbled. "Because," the mouse replied softly, "when they fall on their own, they are ripe and the husks are easy to open. If I force them, they will be bitter." Finley didn't listen. A few days later, he tried to build a nest in a single afternoon. He threw together dry twigs and dead leaves, rushing to finish so he could go play. That night, a light rain fell. Finley's rushed nest soaked through instantly, leaving him cold, shivering, and wet. From a nearby hole in a trunk, an old owl peered out. A sturdy home is built leaf by leaf, Finley, not all at once. Finally, Finley returned to the ancient oak. The golden nut was still there, but its stem had turned a dusty brown. Finley felt the familiar urge to spring upward, but he stopped. He took a deep breath. He remembered the prickly burrs and the cold rain. He sat on a lower branch and waited. He waited through the morning mist. He waited as the sun climbed high and began to sink. He watched the way the light changed the color of the forest. He felt a strange new sense of peace. For the first time, he wasn't looking for the next thing. He was simply being. Suddenly, a gentle breeze tickled the leaves. With a soft click, the golden nut detached from the branch and tumbled down, landing perfectly in Finley's paws. He cracked it open. It wasn't just sweet. It was the richest, most delicious meal he had ever had. There was no struggle, no fall, and no regret. From that day on, Finley was no longer the squirrel who rushed. When the younger kits asked him why he sat so still, watching the clouds or the growing moss, Finley would simply smile. "I am not wasting time," he would say. "I am giving the world time to give me its best."